Hey guys, Carl Sorensen here, Sites for Contractors. Out for another walk with the dog on this fine Tuesday afternoon. And I just thought that I would address another common problem, mistake if you will, that I see a lot of landscape and lawn care contractors make with their website. And that is, they always underestimate the number of pages that they think their website needs. So I talk to lawn and landscape contractors every week, and sometimes they tell me, hey Carl, I want to get a website and I want to get more leads for my company, but I just need something simple. Well, that's not really what you need, and they don't like to hear that, but it's the truth. So as a lawn and landscape contractor, or any contractor for that matter, the biggest mistake that we see guys make, especially when they build a website themselves or they hire an inexperienced developer at a lower price point that can't get it done, is that you've got to have a lot of pages. And one of that mistake that we see is that guys will create their website, they'll have 4 or 5 pages, a home page, about us page, a services page, and that's the mistake. A gallery, maybe a blog, maybe a contact us page. So let's go back to that services page. What a lot of guys try and do is they try and make that one services page and they just list everything they do on that page, all their services. So if it's lawn care or landscaping, they list literally everything they do in a bulleted list. And that causes a couple problems if you're trying to build a decent internet presence. And that problem is you just have a really tiny page footprint. And if you're listing all of your services in a bulleted list on a services page, for example, you just don't have enough meat for the search engines. You're not giving them what they need to think that you're relevant for any of those services that you provide. So, how do you fix that? Well, the first thing you've got to do is determine what services you really want to get leads for. Because there's probably some that you do just to do them. You don't necessarily want to promote them or do them all the time. So, first off, you want to make a list of the services that make you the most money. Sorry, I'm climbing a hill here again, so it's tough trying to talk and breathe at the same time. So I'll take a little break for a second. You can have a look where I'm at. Beautiful British Columbia, Vancouver Island. So we get a list of our services together, most profitable services, the ones we want to promote, and we have to create pages for each one of them. So if you're a landscaper, well, you might have a page for hardscapes, patios, retaining walls, interlocking brick, hedge planting, tree trimming, hedge trimming, new lawn installations, artificial turf. The list goes on. So you really have to create these pages individually with proper on-page SEO, which is a video all in itself, but we'll just give you a bit more information on how to do this footprint. So you can see we're climbing this hill, me and the dog. As you begin to create these pages, what you're doing is you're expanding the footprint of your website. If you're a lawn care guy, well, you might have lawn mowing, you might have lawn care, you might have weeding, you might have weed control, you might have fertilizing, aerating, new lawn installations, brush clearing, that's another good one. You might have homeowner associations on there, which renders its own page as well. So you can see where I'm going with this. You've got to have a lot more pages than you think you need. So once we get those pages, it's kind of like fishing. If you were a commercial fisherman, say you're a commercial troller, and you've only got one line out, your services page, with all your services listed on it, you're not going to catch that many fish. That's just fact. You don't have enough lines out. So we kind of have to treat the web sort of like a fishing expedition, in that we need a lot of baited lines. And every single one of your service pages does just that. It acts as a baited line, a hook, so to speak, in search results. So when somebody goes in your specific city or town, they search retaining wall construction, XYZ town, if you have a page for that, pretty good chance that they're going to find you. If you just have a services list on your services page with retaining walls mentioned once, it's not a very valuable resource in Google's eyes, certainly not a valuable resource to searchers, so you're just not going to get that traffic. And you know what? That hurts your business because you've got no idea what is out there for opportunities. And you got to get, in order to get those opportunities, you got to have those baited lines. Without them, your website's just a digital paperweight. In the next video, I'll talk a little bit about what you've actually got to put on those pages so that you can make your bait a little more enticing. So thanks guys, I gotta catch my breath.